Today in the grain market, soybeans did recover. That oversold market did find its footing finally. That favorable weather in South America, added to the escalation in the Red Sea, is a major threat to even to world prices. So that's something that we've got to look at. It's kind of adding to the gloom somewhat for soybeans. We did have that 60-cent drop in 4 days. We got down to 12.67 and a quarter. Also, yesterday's plunge did leave a gap, which we're going to have to fill somewhere down the road. The option open interest really kind of sold off a few of the calls and puts, really not much happening in that department. CVOL sitting at 16.8%, with the oil at 28.7 and the meal at 25.4. Now, corn did make a new low. That unexpected decline in those export inspections, I think, kind of caught everyone by surprise. There's also concerns about that world shipping, and with beans, kind of taking a big plunge, that really put some pressure on that corn market as well. We did have a 3-cent range today. Technically, there we had a little bit of a double bottom, and that normally means that we could get a reversal here. We got down to 462 and a half, but that's a positive that we could really get this thing turned around. Now, in the option open interest, we added 4,200 to the call side and 700 to the put side, taking the calls to 165,000 to the puts 126. So it's really starting to extend itself on this long call situation. Just something to look at down the road, which will come into play at some point. CVOL is at 18.2% for that corn. Now, wheat today was down. There is some demand worries. We had an 11-cent range here. The futures did slip below that $6 mark. Was really concerned that we were going to have some follow through selling. But as with all the grains, they really kind of stumbled out of the gate here to start this year. But the option open interest added 600 calls, 1,000 puts to the wheat side. So it still has a 2-to-1 margin calls to put. So that's something to be watching as well. CVOL for wheat is at 38.3%. It's a little bit of a shock of a start for 2024, but they said that the first 5 days usually is what will set the tone for the year. So there's still some time left to clean it up a little bit. So we've got a couple more days. Even next week is the USDA report. So we have some time here for to possibly turn things around before we start to get into deep into the 2024 year.